In this ride we are taking you through one of the most beautiful towns here in the Rhine Valley. Welcome to another crazy ride, and this video is ride 2 of the tour that we have called the Romantic Rhine. And man, this town of Bacharach lives up to its tour's name. Hi, Muriel here, joining forces with Johan to fuel your passion for two-wheeled journeys across Europe. You can dive into our ready-to-ride GPX files, ebooks and videos, all crafted to make planning your self-guided motorcycle tour a breeze. And it's all on us, because we just love to share the fun of road tripping. In this ride 2 of our Romantic Rhine motorcycle tour, we're venturing west of Rüdesheim, going into the area between the Rhine River, this one, and the Mosel River. And this ride of 225 kilometers, 140 miles will take us again through those rolling hills and charming villages, but this ride we're throwing in the beautiful Mosel River area. So get ready for another day full of nice riding, and let's go crazy! So after crossing that river Rhine, we have been going through those hills in between of the Rhine and the Mosel. And I've read somewhere that this is a cyclist paradise, but well, I don't like cycling anyway, but I think it's also pretty perfect for a nice bike ride. Some, well, mainly smooth, not all, roads that cut through those forests, but also like open meadows like this. So that's really nice. But before we will get to the River Mosel, we have added a coffee stop in this ride. And that's in Siemering, I think. And although it is described as a small town with a big heart, we're not really going into the town center because we found this like bakery cafe just outside of the center. And we should be able to already enjoy the relaxing atmosphere of this area, the Hunsrück region. Well, and then we should be getting our first view of the River Moselle. And the River Moselle is one of Germany's most scenic and serene waterways, and it's famous for its meandering curves and steep vineyards, which we probably will see soon, I guess. Yeah, right there. Yeah. And charming villages that seem to, cling to the hills. So they seem to be clinging to the hillside. So this part of the ride is definitely a highlight of this ride. So let's enjoy the River Moselle area. For our lunch stop of this ride, we have taken you to Cochem, a charming town that perfectly captures the charm of the Mosel Valley. And coming down to Cochem, we could already see the imposing Rijksburg perched on top of that hill overlooking the town. And if you're interested in castles like that, we have a separate round trip, curves and castles motorcycle tour going from Rüdesheim, the central point of this tour, to Valkenburg, the Dutch mountains, Vianden, the legendary Luxembourg tour, back to Rüdesheim. And we will share the link to the playlist of that tour. If you want to take some time to wander through the narrow streets lined with half-timbered houses and filled with shops, bars and restaurants, so we are sure that you will find a nice place for a well-deserved lunch here in Cochem. So since our lunch in Cochem, we have been going west on what we think was a really nice ride to get to the Rhine Valley again here. Well, if we cruise along the Rhine, we're gonna see the Loreley Rock again, because our ride, one of our romantic Rhine motorcycle tour, is cruising along the riverbanks on the other side and the other direction for a bit. And if you haven't seen that video yet, we will share the link here, because that's where we tell you on the legend of the Loreley Rock. Our final stop before we head back to Rüdesheim is here in Bacharach, because it is said to be the most beautiful town along the Rhine River. And if you can't find a parking spot in town, don't worry, we've added this bike parking to the GPX file that you can download from our website, because we don't just show our rides here on YouTube, we also share them on our website. It's really a nice place to stretch your legs for a bit and soak in this history. The cobblestone street, half-timbered houses and ancient wall make it feel like a step back in time. Wein und luftig Lied machen froh Gemüt. The ride back from Bacharach to Rüdesheim is only 18 kilometers, 12 miles, and we will be following and crossing the River Rhine to get back to Rüdesheim. And of course the GPX file will bring you right back to Rüdesheim, but we will end the video here. And if you want to stay in Rüdesheim as we did for your own tour, we are sure that our recommendations for hotels with suitable parking is going to help, because I'll tell you, it's not very easy to find good places with parking. And the video on where to stay in Rüdesheim will be in the middle of your screen if you want to keep going crazy now. And then you know what to do. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell as well, because then we will see you on our next crazy ride.